Good.
Let's give everyone a minute if that's okay. We'll just do a little small talk.
Cool.
Like how relieved are you when that flag came out and they were called starting? This is small talk now. This is small talk.
Very relieved.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just couldn't look later in the eye after that play.
He did flinch. I mean, he did flinch his left.
Yeah, but I shouldn't have moved.
Did you for the ball?
No, I was just ready to get off, and just a rookie mistake right there.
Yeah, no, you good back there?
All good.
We good? You good?
Yeah.
So you good?
Ready. Everybody, thanks for checking. Why don't you start? Go ahead.
What's it been like getting back? Yeah. Just getting ready for the rookie.
No, it's exciting. We get to go against another great opponent, really good offense, and just another opportunity to play ball.
How nice is it to be around coming off a win after tough time?
Really good energy right now. From the meeting room to the locker room talk, everybody's just excited to get back to work today.
How do you slow that offense, Kansas City's?
You just keep them from doing what they do best. They got a really good run game, and they got a quarterback that can throw it anywhere. So we just gotta slow his process down and make sure that we secure our tackles.
Do they seem to be as explosive as they have been in the past?
I believe so. Yeah, they have a lot of speed on their team, and I'm sure they have a lot of missed opportunities that they want back. But it's on us to make sure that we don't give them any of those options.
You mentioned good energy and just sort of thinking big picture, playoffs are not a possibility this year. What is it about the mindset of a player that, creates good energy when, you know what I mean? Like, the season is going to end after 4 more weeks.
I don't know. You still don't want to put bad film out. It's still your job to go out there and perform at the highest level, because if you want to be here next year, then you gotta show them each and every week, regardless if we're having a winning season or a losing season. It just shows character on that part.
Jahlani, yesterday Gerard Mayo, when asked about the defense's performance, even shorthanded after this match, Christian, how consistent you guys have been. He said you got a lot of guys with chips on your shoulders.
Definitely, we wanted to prove as a defense that we can hang without the big names. I mean, do we want them back? Of course, but we play in the sport where like we always repeat ourselves on this one. It's the next man up. We take full advantage of our opportunities when given, and a lot of the guys have stepped up to the challenge, and guys like Anthony and Mac. So I'm just glad that we haven't missed a beat.
For you individually, this being your second organization, did you come here with a chip on your shoulder? Do you play with a chip?
100%. I set out goals to accomplish, and each and every week I made sure to try and check some off to prove to myself that I was meant to be here.
Obviously, the season hasn't gone the way that you guys have hoped, but what's your reaction when you're hearing rumors about Bill Belichick's future?
We don't pay attention to the outside noise. We control what we can, and at the moment, we can control how we approach today's practice, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
You mentioned putting in good film if you want to be here next year. I know this is outside of your control, but a guy like Bill is not back next year. Does that change your feelings about your return?
I'm not worried about that because that's so far in the future. All I can control right now is practicing today, so that come Sunday I perform at the highest level, and I make sure that I perform at the highest part of my game.
Some of the challenges you're facing, a guy like Travis Kelce, need to be aware of.
We just got to make sure we tackle. A lot of his film, he makes some great catches, but he extends the play by breaking tackles. So today we got to make sure we emphasize on, running to the ball, having low pad level, and just making sure that we simulate making the tackle.
Jahlani, what traits?
Some of the off-script, how do you prepare for some of the off-script stuff that
Just got to pay attention and do our jobs. You know, when we know that the play's getting extended, we got to know that we got to plaster our guy, and just got to know that we can trust the other guys on the field to make a play if, when that's happening.
What traits does Bill show that makes you still believe in him when the team is 3-10?
You said what traits? I mean,
Yeah, what about?
he hasn't. I mean, if you guys are telling me that there's so much stuff going on, that man hasn't changed the way he approaches every day. You know, he comes in every day, and he's making sure that we're on top of our game, especially another big week, you know, against the Chiefs. So his attitude each and every week hasn't changed, and you know, that's one of the traits.
Obviously, it's out of your control, but if you you're talking about next season, wanting to stick around. Would you want, do you want to keep playing for someone like Bill Belichick or for Bill Belichick in general?
I want to continue to play football. So yeah, I can't control what goes down in the future, but what we can control is just today's practice and preparing for this week's game.
In kind of a lighthearted moment before you started talking about not being able to look Matthew Slater in the eye after that call. Maybe what does that say about him and the level of gravity that he brings, as opposed to maybe one of the other coaches? You could have brought up.
No, it's just his leadership skills. You know, I hate letting him down. You know, he's actually he probably is our oldest player, but you know, the things that I've seen him sacrifice, and you know, I hate letting my teammates down, and I knew that at that moment that I let him down until the play was reversed. So, yeah.
You make a big tackle of Travis Kelce Sunday. You find Taylor Swift and point up to the sweep?
No. I'm gonna just move on to the next play. I'm gonna avoid that. Appreciate it.
Thanks,